My love of cars germinated in the womb. I have some Super 8 video of my mom driving autocross 8 months pregnant with me. And it's been a car love affair ever since, really. As a kid, all I wanted in life was to drive a Porsche. I got my first Porsche in 1988. I've not been without a Porsche ever since. It was that same year that I discovered Monterey Car Week, and I've not missed that event ever since as well. Through going there each year, I've amassed a great group of car lovers, and particularly Porsche guys. There's a group in Monterey that call themselves the Three Pedal Posse, and they're the ones who really gave me the moniker, the Professor. And why, it's unclear, other than I'm an English teacher and a general know-it-all. Now we have an event called the Professor Run. We try to take day runs every 2 months through the mountains of Southern California. What I've learned over the years is that Southern California has an unending amount of beautiful mountainous back roads. I started the Professor Run to give us all an excuse to get out and drive our cars. Our cars need it, we need it, and I enjoy nothing more than driving the big long train of beautiful cars on beautiful roads. And the California mountains, there's gold to be had. I love new cars. Next to old cars, they're my favorite things in the world. But if I had my druthers, I'll take a classic Porsche any day. I always gravitate to the cars that have the ravages of time on them. If it's a car from 1967, then I want to see 40 odd years of use on that car. So my favorite cars at car shows are always not necessarily the original cars, but cars that look like they've been driven. I like to drive. In my home, I have only antiques, not a new piece of furniture. The flea market is my favorite store. Things made well age well with time, and I like things with time on them. These cars happen to age particularly well. People laugh at my cars because it's a swirly melange of patina. I'm not a fan of repaint, so when I put money into my car, it's generally on the underside, the things that we can't see and the things that we can feel. I love the look of this car with all of its patina. So many people suggest to me that I should paint it. It would be more valuable if I painted it, but it wouldn't be more valuable to me if it looked any other way than the way it looks now. You know, I could have one really nice car on a teacher's budget, or I could have 7 cars with patina, and I choose the latter. Porsches are like potato chips. You can't just have one. More is better. If my bank account could handle it, I'd own 30 old Porsches. Because truly, I'm more interested in cars than I am money. Money doesn't really buy happiness, but cars for me certainly do. I'm relieved to see at some car shows the younger generation having enthusiasm for these old cars, the way that I did when I was a kid. For years, I would take to the mountain back roads by myself and hope that one day I would find a community of people who would want to do this with me. And alas, I have. It justifies my own craziness to know there are 40 to 100 other people out there that agree with me on the best way to spend a weekend afternoon.